you know, with Javon, the foul tribal, Isaiah, Carlos, Doobie, and we just found a way to keep going. I've never been a part of a contest where the opposing team makes 19 threes and they lose. I mean, it's amazing. They just shot the heck out of it, a lot like they did here last year in the first half. So we were able to really withstand it. I was proud of our guys. Really move the basketball. It's what we've been working on. And the one thing I put on the board today is that we have to have that transfer from practice to game. And if we continue to do that, you know, we got a chance to be, you know, I've always believed in this team. If they play like that, you know, we can win some games. They just got to play for each other. There's a big enough slice of the pie for everybody, and I thought everybody did. I mean, Carlos just missed a shot. He was 6 for 6 and still had 25 points. So, I mean, we just got to continue to share the ball. Mikey was huge. Doobie. Ali picked up 2 really hard fouls at the beginning of the game, came out in the second half, was effective. So just proud of everybody. I thought Javon was good. So, yeah, real happy. This was a big game.
That moment where Ali gets his second foul in the first 3 minutes, that could really send a team sideways. It kind of blows up what you want to do. How big was, especially that Doobie stepped up in that
it's
moment?
huge. I mean, we got to have guys step up, and Doobie did that. You know, when you get your best big man out of the game that quickly, and Doobie steps in and makes shots like that and is able to post up, that's huge. You talk about all the time, guys have to step up, and everybody stepped up. I mean, I thought everybody played well. I mean, Bryce is not in the box score, but, you know, blocked a couple shots and it was around the basket and did some good things, but just withstood a barrage of threes and, you know, 16 assists. They shot 68 field goal attempts. We shot 51. I mean, it's amazing that we won this game, but it just shows to our guys that if they play together and move the basketball that we can score it.
Coach, you had multiple double-digit leads in that second half, and they would have those runs you talked about. How were you guys able to withstand every one of them?
Well, we just stuck with it. We made some big plays down the stretch, and you know, different guys stepped up. You know, Mikey made some huge shots. Everybody did. So, you know, they're a hard team to guard because we've always had did a good job of doubling, you know, Aqua. Yeah. And when you double, sometimes you have to, you know, flood the paint, and they got 2 really good big guys in there, so you're going to leave somebody open. And they shot the ball, man. They were 19 for 36 for 50, almost 53%. Yeah. So a lot of those were deep threes. Got to give them credit. They shot it really well. But, you know, for our guys, we just withstood it. And we knew they were going to, you know, come back. And they jumped us at the beginning of the second half, and we found a way to fight through it and get the big victory.
They had so many times where they cut the lead to 3 or 4, like we were talking about, and you'd stave them off every time. But the key one seemed to be at the end of the first half, when Carlos kind of just took it on his own for that stretch there. He had about 10 straight points and 12 of the last 14 to send you into halftime strong.
Well, yeah, and as long as he does it the right way. Carlos doesn't have to do it one-on-one. If we move the basketball and then he attacks off of closeouts, that's when he's better. And as I said, he was 6 for 6. You know, took 6 shots. Went to the free throw line. You know, he's a strong kid. He gets the free throw line 11 times. So he doesn't have to rely on that 3. He was hot today, 4 for 4, obviously. But when he just slows down and takes what the game gives him, he's a better player. When he thinks he has to just one-on-one, not only is he not as good, but we're not as good because guys tend to stand. And I thought we did a better job of moving on the weak side and not standing so much. And I think that movement threw him off a little bit.
Coach, it looked like a lot of what they were trying to do is give a lot of pressure, Aqua, a lot of pressure on Javon Blackshear Jr., handling the ball as a freshman. Looked like he really, obviously, he's been doing it all year, but really stepped up and withstood a lot of that, especially down the stretch, helping with that press break.
I mean, Milan's a big physical guard, but, you know, Javon's been in the biggest stages, and he's a true point guard. That stuff's not going to bother him. You know, the biggest thing was trying to guard him the other way because he's giving up so much size, especially when he tries to get in the paint. And then we do have to not only double him, but get him out of the post. So Javon's going to handle the ball well. He made some great decisions tonight. Started off hot, making some shots. But, yeah, he's been great all year long. We're lucky to have him.
How much, you talked before about that transfer from practice court to game time. How much have you seen that improve? There was moments tonight like Carlos so many times would take that baseline drive all the way in today. He went off 2 feet. That must have made you smile.
No, we've been preaching this for literally 2 months. 2 months. And Carlos got mad at me in the first half because he made a mistake where he didn't box out. He made a mistake when he went for a steal. He gave up a 3. And then he made another mistake, and I took him out each time. And, you know, Carlos gave me a little attitude, and I just pulled him aside. I said, Carlos, this is not a punishment. This is just to teach you guys that you got to start playing the right way. And what that is our mantra now is just do your job. I'm not asking you to do anything but your job, and our job is not to try to steal baskets or steal the basketball in the front court that gives up threes. If you're not boxing out, you're not doing your job. If you're not doing what you're supposed to, you're not doing your job. I'm not asking you to do anything but your job. If you do your job, you're going to be fine. And then all the onus is on me. It's my fault. If we do our job and it doesn't work, then I'll take the blame. But I can't take the blame if you guys don't do your job and you try to do other things. So I told Carlos, and he was great about it. He said, "Yep, you're right," and that's how it is. I took Mikey out in the second half. He made tried to make a steal here, and they went down and got another three. Put Isaiah in for him. They got to learn that that's not how we're playing. We do not try to steal the ball in the front court. And if you're not doing your job, you're coming out. Somebody else will play. You'll get another chance, but you just got to buy into what we're doing and do your job.
Coach, fourth win away from home. 5 your last 7 are at home, and it's been tough for you guys there at GCU Arena this year.
It's been tough for everybody in the league. I mean, Seattle goes in Utah Valley and beats them. I mean, UMKC beat Cal Baptist here. Cal Baptist has been really good on the road. So it's just not us, it's everybody. This is a conference where you can win anywhere, anytime. Home court, we love our home court, obviously. It's a great home court, but it doesn't guarantee us anything. So this league is about just going and winning. Home court doesn't allow you anything. I mean, they had a great crowd here tonight, and we won. So it's a league-wide, it's a NCAA basketball thing that people go on the road all the time and win. So we can't expect just because we got the next so many games at home that we're going to take care of business. We got to keep playing this way and keep working on it every day in practice. And if we do, we'll have a chance to win.
They're doing a great job with environment here, but obviously a lot of it's replicating what GCU does.
Why wouldn't you? We were the best.
Right.
So that's the biggest form of flattery. So they're doing a good job here. They're having a heck of a year. Just like my third year in the league, we won 28 games. We've won 20 games the last 4 years. So these guys are doing a good job. Now this year's been a disappointment, I get it. But we're still fighting, and we're going to be good this year. I still think we can beat anybody, and we'll be great again next year. I am so excited about the recruits we got coming. I'm excited about the guys. All right, Coach, thanks. Good job. Yep, thank you very much.
Coach Rick Croy coming over and saying hi.
I'm excited about the guys that we will sign later, but we signed 4 early guys. So again, I told the guys after the game tonight that when we play like this, I don't think there's not a team that I wouldn't put you guys up against. But we just got to continue to play that way. But I'm very excited about where we're going and what we have, and the guys that we got coming in the next year with the guys that we'll have coming back. So you're going to have ups and downs all the time, ups and downs. And this team, Coach Croy's done a great job with them. They got some really good pieces and playing well, just like we had when we were going through our transition period. So I'm excited.
Coach, most points you guys have scored in the D1 area against the D1 team, 100.
What did we have against Baptist last time, 57?
Yeah, I think, yeah, you did. So you did a little bit
50,
better.
We had 50 in the first half. We had 57 in the whole game, and we scored 103. So, as I said,
a little bit better.
Well, I think we had like eight assists or something in the other game, and we have 16 assists, and you move the basketball, and we have a good mixture of in and out. And when we make threes, it's because we penetrate and we kick, or we throw it in the post and we kick. Very rarely do we make threes when Carlos will make a few of them when we go one-on-one and just pull up. When we move the ball like that, we have the better chance to make threes. So hopefully our guys saw that tonight. I told them they had a lot of fun. A lot of guys. I mean, you had Lendro had 20, Carlos had 25, Javon had 15, Mikey had 24.
Yeah, 3 guys over
had
20,
13. Yeah. I mean, there's a big enough piece for everybody out there, and the most important thing is winning. I mean, you can't tell me that this doesn't feel good.
Reminds you of your days in the NBA, huh? Just dropping up 100 every game.
100 and a half. And I used to play.
19 threes is nothing for you, right?
Yeah, so, well, we had Charles, so we didn't shoot as many threes as they do this year. But, yeah, it's amazing that you got to give them a lot of credit, man. To make 19 threes, that was an exhibition they put on. But, they were 7-11 in the first half, and they were still shooting 37%, which really hurt in this first half. We did a bad job on the boards. They got some second-chance points, which really hurt us. So, you got to give up something. They got some good players, and when you trap one guy and they got surrounded by some shooters, you're going to give up nights like that sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, congrats on the victory, 103-98. You get the win. We'll see you back at GCU Arena.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's head coach Dan Majerle with his thoughts after the ball game. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap things up.